Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you're watching the pre-market show. So, yesterday, US markets, the FOMC minutes of the meetings are out, and as expected, there was no negative surprise in the minutes of the meeting. Markets, the Fed chairman and the other people, they were expecting to raise the interest rates further by zero point 0.5 to 0.75 basis points, and even that was in line with the expectation of the market. So nothing major happening in the US markets from that end. So US markets, although it opened flat and was trading almost slightly negative, but after the minutes of the meeting was out, the US markets ended well in the green. So that is good to see. And so right now, let us look at the charts of the US market, and let's see what is happening. So S&P 500 5-minute chart I have in front of me. You can see the markets rallied towards the end, and S&P 500 managed to end 0.36% in the green. Dow Jones also managed to end 0.23% in the green, and Nasdaq doing the best performance out of them, up by 0.6%. So US markets are slightly higher after the FOMC minutes. So no negative surprises, like I told you. So things are looking up in the US. So they definitely the positive news and positive price action is being followed around globally. Even the US futures are trading in the green right now as well as we speak. So all the US futures are up by 0.1 to 0.2% right now. Coming to the Asian markets, Hong Kong market is the only market which is not performing well. It has opened with a gap down, and it was trying to move up, but now it is moving slightly down. So it is down 0.7%. Then we have the Nikkei, the Japanese index is up 0.7%. Chinese index is almost flat, and Korean markets are up more than 1.7%. So looking very interesting. Asian markets are supporting the cause, and that is why SGX Nifty is indicating close to 100 points gap up. 16,100 is where SGX Nifty is trading. So if that is the case, we can expect 100 points, close to 100 points gap up for the market, and 120 points gap up. So Nifty it opens with a gap up, and if the gap up it's sustained, we can expect it to move towards the gap filling from the 10th of June. So the area I'm talking about, when I talked about it in the yesterday's video. So this is major because in price action trading, these levels are very, very important. Let me draw this area. You can see which is the top level I'm talking about. Yes, this is the level. So from here to here, this zone, you can see there's a gap being filled because 10th of June the markets opened with a gap down, and this gap is yet to be filled, and today the markets can fill this gap if it is going above, if it is trading above 15,000. So what is the gap lying? So it is at 16,170. Yes, 16,170 levels. You can definitely watch out for this level because there is a gap to be filled, and markets can go and touch that gap, and then there can be a selling pressure which can bring the markets close to 16,100 or 16,000 even. So up above 16,170 definitely act as a resistance level on the top, and if that is broken, 16,200 to 250 is going to be the next level of resistance for Nifty, is what we can expect. So everything looking bullish. No, there should be no reason to take bearish trade right now. Only if markets are falling below 15,900, then you can take a bearish trade, because a lot of people will be trapped and a lot of stop losses will be triggered, and that can bring the markets down. So only below 15,900 you can expect the short trades to be there, and we have discussed this before as well. So high chances are, if there is a huge gap up, people would like to book their profits, and there could be a profit booking setting in the market. Markets can touch 16,000, and from there there can be a second leg of rally which can take the markets even higher. So definitely watch out for that as well, because gap ups, the market is bullish, people are holding long positions. In a gap up, usually people would like to book their profits. So that can be expected today. Same with Bank Nifty. If Nifty is showing 100-point gap up, Bank Nifty can open 200 to 50 points gap up. So in Bank Nifty, the gap that has already been filled, as you can see, this is the gap created on 10th June, and the gap has been filled yesterday, in fact. So yesterday and the day before yesterday. So both the days the gaps has been filled. So moving up, Bank Nifty definitely seems to be open at 34,500, and that is an important level. So if the markets trade above that level, you can expect a move towards 34,800 levels. So definitely watch out those areas in back nifty, and then a profit booking can set in and it can bring the markets down to 34,300, and from there it looks like a strong support area and markets can again move further. So only below 34,000 is where we will go for selling the markets. Otherwise, again, I said there's no point to be bearish right now because the price action is definitely not showing a bearish momentum unless back nifty is falling below 34,000. Okay, so this is because again, one more thing to support our logic is if you look at the option chain, you can see 34,000 adding a huge amount of OI. So back nifty below 34,000 is going to have a massive short covering, and it easily can move below 200 or 300 points if 34,000 is broken. So that is another logic you can keep in mind. So here's nifty back nifty levels for today, and definitely Nasdaq has ended positive. IT sector should do well. In the daily charts, you can see IT sector is in a consolidating zone. So after falling close to 30% from its top, IT sector, IT index is one day it is up, the next day it is down. So especially because of TCS is being very volatile these days. So IT index is consolidating in the inner region. So if this is if it breaks this gap, and then it can go up. So we have to see when it breaks out from this consolidating region. That has to be seen. Crude oil prices right now is at 98.68. So crude oil prices are slightly rising, but that is nothing major because the crude oil prices are way below $100. So crude oil prices are definitely down. So let us see how much of the positive momentum is carried forward today as well from yesterday, that we have seen the auto index up very strong, then the plastic industries, the cement industry, and the paint industry, all of them are all positive. So let us see how much momentum is there today, how much steam is left. And definitely FMCG, Nifty FMCG is something to look into. Nifty FMCG, we are seeing all the stocks like ITC, Hindustan Unilever, Nestle, Britannia, all of them are doing very well. Hindustan Unilever again shot up. Today it could be ITC's chance to shoot up because it has been trading in this range for the last 3 days. So we can expect a next leg of the rally, and that can bring ITC to 300 levels. So definitely ITC, this level of 285 is important because it is being sustained for the last 3 days and markets are trading higher. So let us see how things work out over there. And Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserves, both of them are looking very strong, and both have shown good green candles with a lot of strength is what we see. So definitely you can expect Bajaj Finance to because the momentum was there, the volume was there, so it can move higher. Today there could be a resistance around 6,000 because that's a round figure, but the resistance should come around 6,160 is what we expect. So there is some room to fill in Bajaj Finance. So let's expect the markets to move a bit higher from here. So you can definitely look an eye out for Bajaj Finance. It can move another 4% is where the resistance is lying for Bajaj Finance. So that is the view for today. So market are expecting a slight gap up, and let's see how things trade after that. It's an expiry day, so definitely keep you in, be nimble fingered, be ready for fast movements in the markets. Markets could be volatile because in the June month we have seen there were 5 expiries, and out of 5 expiries we saw that 4 of the expiries was very volatile, except in the last expiry. So this is the July series, first expiry of July series. Let's hope everything goes well for all of us. So wishing you the very best, and let's join for the post market show where we will discuss how the first expiry went and obviously all the news around the world. So with that, thank you for watching and have a good day.